You all asked for some Karens. So here's a giant pile of Karens. Rack focus. Hey everybody, Johnny O from the Plot Hole here. Before we take that giant nosedive into the big old doo-doo pile of Karens, I want to take this opportunity to remind everybody of the 5K celebration we've got coming up Tuesday, September 14th at 8 p.m. Central, where we have a bunch of guests that are coming in to roast yours truly. So do be sure to tune in for that, and you can get in on some awesome raffle giveaways. That'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on to the Karens. We seem to have a plethora of Karens that are upset about the mask mandates. So because of YouTube, let me preface everything that's about to happen with this. The Plot Hole fully supports the WHO and the CDC's recommendations on masks, social distancing, and vaccination. With a little effort, we can help slow the current pandemic.
God-given right! Yeah, arrest me. Do it. Yeah, no, I want to be arrested. I have a God-given right. Yes, please arrest me. I want to be arrested. Do it.
No reason to arrest me.
I'll be arrested today.
I love his response. I mean, Karen, let me say something to you that you probably haven't heard enough. You're not that important.
God-given right! Follow the Constitution!
There's no reason for it.
Why did you cannot bring compliance? You can only bring more innocent are masked. Tyranny cannot bring compliance. It never has. You work for us. Compliance is only temporary.
Can I keep her on the corner? I'm just gonna keep her on the corner.
Well, that was kind of disappointing. Maybe this single Karen will give us something else to laugh at.
Good morning, everyone. I haven't done a video in a bit and just wanted to do a really quick one about the need to not comply. And I actually just saw a video from a lady in Washington, a group there, and she was just talking about, I forget what the hashtag is now, but it's basically like the time for, protesting and talking is over and the time for action is now. And action, if you think about like Rosa Parks, she was calling it Rosa Parking it, which I like that. You think about Martin Luther King, you think about these people of action. It doesn't mean violent action. It doesn't mean yelling. It doesn't mean being rude and aggressive and treating people that don't agree with you badly. It just means not simply doing something that doesn't, honestly, isn't founded in any sort of facts or reality, and it's just at this point blind compliance that they're wanting, and it's just not doing that. It's just saying, hey, you know what, I'm not gonna wear a mask, I'm not going to get the vaccine because that is my choice, or if because those are just two things right now that are being forced on people, and you don't have to do it. So just taking a stand with that, just not doing it, and being good, like sorry, still waking up, need more coffee. Being your normal good self.
Hold the phone. Did Karen here just compare her uneducated stance on masks and vaccines to the 1960s civil rights movement? Holy pumpkin spice latte, Karen. You're not Rosa Parks.
I genuinely know and believe that there's so much power in a smile, there's so much power in a conversation, and there's so much power in boldness and standing up for what is your rights. And we live in such a beautiful country where we do have rights. We do have constitutional rights. And I actually met this beautiful lady. I'm meeting with her and some of her friends today, actually. And she was just saying that they just started meeting like years ago because they loved history and loved studying the Constitution, actually, which I just think is cool. And they've realized through all of this, like, hey, a lot of these decisions, a lot of these things aren't constitutional, so we actually have rights here. We don't need to do it. Like, you don't have rights to tell me to not do that. In fact, there's a lot that I'm learning about the rights that the government does and doesn't have, and I strongly believe that we as citizens have power in our hands. We the people can stand and again do it in a great, nice, civil way. Be like Rosa Parks, sit down in the restaurant and say I'm not leaving. I've heard stories of beautiful pregnant women who've made the decision not to get vaccinated because there have been side effects for pregnant women from the vaccine, more issues than COVID actually for pregnant women. So they're not getting it and they're getting refused service at the hospital. That's very disheartening to me. And so what it would happen if they refuse to leave? I know it's not easy, but we need to start standing for our rights. So that's all I have today. Do not comply. Let's start forming. Let's get together and find creative solutions to stand up for people's rights in this season. So hope you guys have a beautiful day.
I don't even know what to say to that. The mental gymnastics you have to do in order to compare your uneducated anti-vax crap to Rosa Parks. Let's just move on to the next one.
She's a chubby girl. She's got a dress on that's appropriate. It comes down to about top of her knees.
So you're sitting here calling me fat?
Oh, you don't think you are?
No, because I f***ing love who I am. I'm sorry. No,
You
get
get
the
love.
out of my face.
Who forgot to give Grandma her meds?
Don't have to. And don't swear at me like that.
I don't give a shit.
I do. That's your problem. I do give a shit. But you don't. Obviously. Don't come back on that stage with those shorts. I'm warning you.
Who are you? Who are you? Who?
Read my name.
I see that, but who are you to tell me what I'm supposed to
Lower
do?
your
No,
voice.
get the out of my face!
Quit swearing at me.
Get out!
Don't.
I am 19 years old and I can do whatever I want!
Really?
Yes!
Try it.
Okay, bye! 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 Bye, 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 because guess what? I've been recording this entire thing, and I will show my parents that I will never come back to this church because of how much you are disrespectful. You are so disrespectful. She called me fat. She called me fat.
Go in the bathroom. Go in the bathroom.
She is in there swearing.
Okay, two things. First, that lady. I mean, if this isn't the biggest instance of the pot calling the kettle here, who does Grandma Kool-Aid think she is calling somebody else fat? Second, if you're out and about and you just happen to find what someone else is wearing to be inappropriate attire, keep that shit to yourself, because you're not this person's mother or father and you have no authority to tell this person what they can or cannot wear. Shut it. Avert your eyes. Move on.
That's a, excuse me?
Excuse me, I'm coming through. You're so cute.
Did anyone else scream, "Knock that bitch out," while watching that? The stuff. If someone comes up to me in the supermarket and coughs all over me, they might catch a rump roast across the noggin.
She's coughing on me. She's coughing on me.
No,
Yes.
look at you guys. You're so cute.
such a Karen.
Okay, whatever. You're such sheep.
Why don't you have a mask on?
Because I don't need to have one on. I'm not sick, and neither are you.
Okay, but you don't have to be coughing at me. You don't know who's sick or not.
It's my allergies.
You
I
don't
have
know
allergies.
who's sick or not by looking
Oh,
at
you
somebody.
yeah.
Karen here should be thankful that these shoppers didn't express their right to shop without being assaulted. Look, I'm not saying you should resort to violence, but I sure am thinking it.
And so 2 years ago, before anybody started talking about COVID, you were okay with that, though, going out not knowing you were sick, right?
You don't know anything
Right?
about my health.
I don't.
Yeah, she's coughing on me.
I have my allergies, and she got all freaked out because I'm coughing.
No, she's coughing.
How do you know? You don't know, and she just said, I don't know anything about her health. You don't know anything about my health. Maybe I have a medical
Okay, everybody.
release. I don't need to wear a mask.
Okay, bye.
Maybe you have a mental health condition that kind of coincides with your cognitive dissonance there. I mean, I don't care. Stuff or no stuff, Rona or no Rona, you don't go around coughing on people. That's a good way to get yourself disrespect slapped. And that's our show. I hope you had as much fun watching this video as I did making this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up on your way to the next video. If this is your first time here, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, click the bell, tickle the bell, do whatever it is you do to the bell so you get notified every time I put out a new episode. I want to send a huge special thanks and shout out to all of my current channel members and patrons. Your continued support means the world to me. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I love you so much. I love you so much. Anyway, I'm Johnny O, and you know what time it is. That's right. It's finger guns, baby.